Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here. Today we are going to be talking about the L'Oreal Infallible Blending Sponge. Before we get started, I just want to thank y'all for watching today. I really appreciate it. If you do like this video, I would appreciate it if you gave me a thumbs up, and there'll also be a link to subscribe at the end. So, let's get into it. Like I said, today we're going to be talking about the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Blending Sponge. Mine has a couple cuts in it from when I've washed it. I wash my blenders every time I use them, which is another reason why I like to use blending sponges above brushes. When it comes to brushes, I really procrastinate cleaning them and they get a little bit dirtier than they should, whereas these are just so easy to clean. It literally takes 2 seconds. You can do it every single day before you do your makeup. So for me, it's more hygienic, and I do like the way it applies. It's a nice natural finish. Let's talk about this one. So it's an hourglass shape, like you can see. It is pointed on one end and the other end is flat. So I really like this flat end for really bumping the foundation into the skin when you're doing, like, you know, your face. And then this side I really like for getting under your eyes. That's really helpful. Or like around your nose. So I gotta say, out of all of the blending sponges shapes that I have used, this is the best shape by far. The Beauty Blender is really good, but it's not as much surface area on this side as this is. And then the Real Techniques one, it does have a flat bottom, which I really like, but the top is not as pointed as this. So it's harder to get up underneath your eye. This one's also really, really, really squishy. So you can really bend it and get it to the size that you want to put underneath your eye. As far as texture goes, compared to the Beauty Blender, there is nothing I found that is a complete dupe for that texture. I don't know if they have a patent on it or what, but I have not found something that's that same exact texture. This texture is very, very close. The Real Techniques one is very, very close as well. I think this one might be a little bit closer, or it could just be that the shape makes it easier, like, to grip and to manipulate so that it feels like it's an easier type of material. This little guy is $6.99 at Target. That's where I picked mine up, as opposed to the Beauty Blender, which is 20 bucks. So if you're like me and you feel like you clean them and your nails get these little ruts in them and you like to get new ones every now and then, this is a lot more cost effective. I have been using this guy for months now. He's held up really, really well. Honestly, I think he's held up better than the Beauty Blenders I've had in the past, which to me is nice. I use him every single day when I put my makeup on for work. If I'm not going to do makeup, then I don't really use him, but I'm telling you guys, when it comes to foundation and concealer, I don't really use my brushes anymore because it's just so easy to grab for a sponge. You know you can clean it in 2 seconds and you don't have to worry about it. Whereas if you had a brush, you'd have to clean it and then let it dry, and it's just this whole thing. So sponges are definitely my favorite. And as far as sponges go, I really, really like this guy. So let's see what L'Oreal says. Okay, so according to Ulta's website, where this is listed for $7.99, it says the benefits are effortless blending, which I agree, designed to use with liquid and cream foundations. That's not really a benefit, if you ask me. It's more of a description. Even and easy makeup application, which I agree. Pretty much any sponge is going to give you even and easy makeup application, unless you get those kinds, like those knockoff brands that are literally like a stone, and that when you fill them with water, it makes no difference. So that kind of is not going to be easy, but Real Techniques, the Beauty Blender, those are all soft and really malleable ones that will give you a good, nice, blendable finish. So L'Oreal also says that it's a plush material, which I agree, that's with a easy to use shape, which I agree. It's almost like holding a pencil. I don't know, I love this shape. I don't know why no one's thought of it before L'Oreal, but go L'Oreal for thinking of this. And then it also says plush sponge material ensures makeup sits on the sponge, creating a smoother, more uniform blending experience and a professional makeup result. That I kind of agree with and I kind of don't. I feel like if you were to use this dry, I haven't done this, but I don't think that the makeup would really sit on here. I think the trick with any sponge that you use is to wet it first. If you don't wet it, then it's just going to absorb everything. It's a sponge. But when you wet it, it's filled with the water, so your makeup literally cannot take up that space that the water's already taken up, if that makes sense. So that's another reason why I like blending sponges over brushes, because your brush is going to absorb that product, whereas this does not absorb that product. Like, I've seen people cutting open beauty blenders and it's still pink on the inside. So it's not going to absorb it, as long as you always make sure it's thoroughly dampened and then wring it out in a rag. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the L'Oreal blending sponge. I could not say enough good things about it. I love the shape, I love the material, I love the price. I absolutely love it. So if you haven't tried this yet, if you are buying beauty blenders and you're thinking, oh, this is too expensive, I need to find a cheaper alternative, try this one. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I will leave a link down below so that you can pick one up if you really want one. And I will talk to you guys next time. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I think it's going to be right here. Thanks, y'all. Have a good day.